Good evening, everybody. How you doing? It's post Super Bowl, and well, that game was trash, wasn't it? Whatever, though. Let's talk about some things that matter. Crypto. Like I said, I didn't expect much to happen today, and it looks like everything's pretty much almost exactly the same as it was last night where we left off. Market cap is 1.2 trillion. Yeah, a little bit down, a little bit up. Ethereum, and let's can we talk about Ethereum? We comfortable with that? Tomorrow's a big day. Tomorrow's a huge day. We got the CME coming out with the futures. Uh, Personally, I'm not a big fan of that. Not because of what it did to Bitcoin. I'm not a fan of any institution being able to gather up a large sum of money and short anything. I think it's damaging to the market. They've destroyed many um, companies with the ability to short. I mean, you're essentially buying an um, share or whatever it is you want to call it of something, and you're using that money and you're borrowing against it to buy it at a cheaper price. And there's too much room for manipulation and greed to take over. I hate it. But alas, here we are. What happened with Bitcoin, and it obviously, they shorted the heck out of it, and look what it did. I mean, it rolled us into a bear market for quite a bit of time. I don't see that coming this time. I don't see institutions wanting to come out and short Ethereum. If they do, it's gonna be very, very short lived. I think it would be a disaster for them, especially in this time and age we live. This is the post GameStop era, and if somebody comes out and tries to hurt an asset like Ethereum, that some people are a lot of people are actually very, very, very high on Ethereum. I mean, it's the backbone of the crypto industry. Yes, Bitcoin is the king daddy, but guys, come on, Ethereum is it's the heartbeat of the market. It's the ERC20 market. It's the altcoin. Talk about if Bitcoin's the king daddy, Ethereum's the queen daddy, right? Does that even make sense? Queen daddy. You know where I'm coming from. You see where this is going. Ethereum sitting at $1,618 all day today. There was the slightest pullback in Ethereum, and everyone's talking about all this doom and gloom. And I'm just here to tell you, just be still, quiet yourselves, stop freaking out. Tomorrow is a huge day. Yes, if Ethereum dips, it's going to be very short-lived. If anything, they're going to try and drive the price down because they know the long-term value is here. It's massive. The potential is insane. I think there's more potential in Ethereum right now than there is in Bitcoin. Um, just from a gains standpoint, from a market, making a good move, even if you're trying to increase your Bitcoin holdings, Ethereum's a good way to do it because it's not going anywhere but up. That's just my personal prediction. We may see a little bit of volatility tomorrow. We may even, at the worst, see a couple down days, and then boom, there's going to be a massive flood back into Ethereum. I think Ethereum's got some long legs this year. I think it's going to be healthy for the market Ethereum, once the flood kind of shakes out. I think a lot of people are just trying to maybe limit their exposure to it. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. I do expect not as much volatility as a lot of people are thinking. Like I said, maybe a little bit of downside, maybe even a couple days of minimal downside, and then we're right back up, guys. We're in the middle of a bull run. That's not going away anytime soon. If you look at the market, like I said last night, it's very healthy. I still see a good amount of green. There's just a little bit of downside, and then we're getting right back in it. We're getting right back to bottom. We're not coming to a point where the market's going to crash by 30, 40, 50%. That's just not happening right now. It's way too healthy. There's way too much money. There's way too much institutional demand. DeFi is taking hold. Everybody wants to get involved in this new asset class, almost this new way of investing, even though they don't quite understand it fully. They want in because they see the gains. Money talks. Money talks. And we know what walks. I'm not even going to say it. Fill in the blank. Money's being made. People are coming over from the stock market. People are coming over. Dogecoin is gaining a lot of attention. It's like the GameStop of crypto right now, right? I still think it's very risky because there's a lot of people that hold a lot of Dogecoin, and they're going to be taking their profits They really are. Yes, you can get all of the social media attention you want. You can get, the Elon Musk tweets and Snoop Dogg's, and of course Snoop. Why wouldn't he? It just makes perfect sense, right? I mean, Dogecoin, Snoop Dogg, the doggy dog, the dog is here. Yeah, be careful. I'm not. I'm very very happy if people are making money on Doge. Dude, more power to the people. I'm actually hoping that um, it doesn't hit the floor because I want some of that money to flow back into some of the better investments in crypto, some of the safer assets, Bitcoin being number one, Ethereum being number two. Look at Cardano, guys. Just I'm always going to be promoting Cardano because I think the future is very, very bright. It's been very stable. It hasn't really gone up or down. It's just sitting there after yesterday's beautiful gains at 65 cents. And all this good news coming out, I still think that we're on track to hit a new all-time high by the end of this month, maybe halfway into March. Come on, guys, that's a safe double up from here. Not financial advice, but put your mind power to what you're seeing in this market and, minimize your risk by not being in so heavy in things like Doge. And if you've made money, put it where it's safe. Top 10's looking good across the board. No major pullbacks. Chainlink still sitting at the same price it's been. Um, Dogecoin, look at that, 7 cents. It's getting dangerous. I mean, who really wants to go into Doge at 7 cents? This could be a new floor, but let's be realistic, guys. $1, I can't see that happening. That's a pipe dream. Anybody getting caught up in this needs to be very careful. Unfortunately, most of them, they don't know much about the cryptocurrency market. They came here from the attention that this whole thing's getting, and um, I just think y'all need to be smart. Everything else looking good. Let's see what happens. I can't wait to check in tomorrow to see what happens with ETH. Then again, now I want you to think about the flip side of that because it's good to be conservative minded so that you don't catch yourself in a trap. Let's just say they come in and they start buying because essentially what this CME paper Ethereum is an option for is for people who don't know anything about the cryptocurrency market, who don't know how to have an exchange and how to have private keys and where to store and where to do all these things. People with money who sit there and let other people manage their money for them. They want exposure to this cryptocurrency market. Um, they don't want to do it themselves. They don't want to do the work. So this is their chance to get in on something that is the backbone of a massive massive industry. Let's just say this does start out positively right away. Could you imagine what that would do to crypto at a time like this when things are so teetered on all of the good news that's happening already, all of the explosion, the growth that we've had, all of the natural growth that we've had with the attention that DeFi is getting and Bitcoin's getting and all these famous people talking and tweeting and all of this stuff, you know, we could be sitting on a really wonderful time, you guys. I mean, I'm almost at a loss for words here if that's the scenario that plays out, and there's a chance. I also really do think that if Ethereum started to tumble in any way, I think a lot of people would come out and start to short to long it. I think they'd come out in support, and they'd be tweeting about it, and they'd be getting all kinds of social media attention, and who knows what kind of backing they could get to keep Ethereum afloat. Because, like I said, this is the post GameStop era. Anything's possible. This is crypto. It's going to be really interesting. We got some beautiful times ahead of us. It's a glorious time to be in crypto. So enjoy, invest smartly, and don't get too ahead of yourselves. Is Ethereum in trouble? No. In the long term, no. Rest your head. Stop worrying. Be smart, and let's ride this out together. I'm gonna check in with you guys tomorrow. We'll see what transpired, and hey, happy hunting.